Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Hey, to all our beautiful subscribers, we say thank you so much for staying with us. And if you're here, you are new here, we are happy you find us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you will be notified for more upcoming videos. In the comment section, please no derogatory comments. Thank you all for watching. Till I will see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
What is the wife defending?
Slapped him because of his plan B. He thought that
What is she defending?
Since he couldn't get me to take that money, he thought that plan B, if it could come up on me.
And she said I slapped him. Agbalagba, a big elderly man, occupying that kind of position, cannot control himself. Cannot control himself. He is using power. And the wife now came out now and said Natasha should have, maybe it is Natasha's husband that pushed her out. They should have come to her and they would have spoken about it because they are friends. They don't have a house somewhere. What if you do not have a house? You do not know that your husband has a house somewhere. We know men play this game. Men, you see how some of you fall at the peak of your career. All because you cannot control yourself. Almost the same thing that happened to, what is he called? This man, Clinton. At the peak of his career, somebody, number 3 man in a country, number 3. And the wife is saying, we don't have a house there. There is no house in that place. This is where we have a house. Blah, blah, blah. I'm always around. Really? Somebody was always around. Dr. Femi. The wife is always around in the house. And the husband will give her drinking. Will make her go to sleep and go downstairs to go and meet her niece. She is always in the house. Right in her presence. The man will go downstairs to go and meet... Madam, you go explain tire. You are not supposed to do this job for this man. You for let your husband come and explain by himself. Or sue that woman to court for defamation of character. This is exactly what they call defamation of character. All you need to do is to just carry your husband needs to do is to sue that woman to court. Let her come and present evidence. And if you know you are clean, no problem. But if the lady now has evidence, evidence, yes, they say they have a chapel. Don't think badura. Chapel don't think more mobile. Yes, the Ayeni saga. The woman is right inside her house. She will be inside the house, and the wife will go downstairs to go and be doing kerewa with the niece. Right where the woman is. It's not as if the woman is not at home. Oh. You cannot allow this man to come and defend himself by himself. You are vouching for a man. Nigerian man for that matter. Madam, you know try. This man just want to disgrace you. Let us look at her face very well. The work where this man asks you to come and do for him is not right. You for allow him to come and do the work by himself. Eh? You were not there? Abi, they follow him around? You now come out instantly. You say it is not. She should have come and tell you. And you will have covered it. Or beggar. Or what? Oh yeah, madam. Repeat what you say. Repeat yourself. I want to hear you again. Repeat yourself.
We've always known the man. They were very good friends. Or they are still very good friends.
And so?
So I really don't understand where this is coming from.
It's from where your husband started it.
And I believe that for somebody to get and make such an allegation, there must be a discussion. We knew the husband.
Ṣó ti parí ni.
We knew the husband before the husband married her. We've always known the man. They were very good friends.
Let me send that slap. I want that slap to be on this video too.
So
I want to
really
slap her.
don't understand where this is coming from.
If you talk with money.
And I believe that for somebody to give and make such an allegation, there must be a discussion. We knew the husband.
Was it baseless? Was it a baseless accusation? Anyway, that is the wife defending the husband. Now let us listen to Ireti Kingigbe on her own, why she feels they shouldn't have spoken.
From the Senate President, and then the second was to give a form of instruction to tell her to withdraw.
So this is Ireti Kingigbe, one of the senators in the House that you're about to listen to. She's much older than Natashia, and I think I have a lot of issue on her own speech. Let's talk.
The lawsuit that she has made. Can you give us your perspective, your side of the story of your interaction between yourself and Senator Poti and her husband?
Before I answer that question, I would like to start with certain premises. One, I'm just here on behalf of myself and the other two women in the Senate. Two, I'm also here as the Senate chairperson for Women Affairs. The other premise is that since there are only 4 women, we've all...
4 out of 109.
Close. Senator Natashia and I have been also even closer because I take her as my daughter, as I'm old enough to be her mother, and I guide her since, in truth, the Senate is predicated on ranking, and we were there a whole 6 months before her. So I'm able to tell her how things are done. Look at this, go here, check that out.
In other words, you are the one teaching her. Are you saying she's not matured enough or experienced enough?
I was in NMTC hospital. When I came out of the hospital, my driver said to me, "Madam, there's wahala in the Senate." I said, "What about?" He didn't tell me. He just said Senator Natashia. As soon as I heard her name, as I always do with everything that concerns her, I promptly called her. I said, "Natashia, what's going on?" He said, he started to try to explain about seating.
I don't see why she was saying I'm also be enough to be a mother. That was rubbish. That was not needed.
When she said to me, "I'll call you back."
You are colleague.
Till today, Senator Natashia has not called me back. I have a smartphone. Before I called Senator Natashia's husband, I had called Senator Natashia twice without response. Then I called him to say, "I've called her twice, she's not answering me." He said, "Oh, she went to Singapore. Maybe that's why." And then I said to
this
him,
is going to be long.
This is not the way it should be handled. Now, let's go on to other things. The reason we've heard it said everywhere that the 3 women in the Senate have been silent. Yes, because silence is golden, especially when one of us is
silence is
following
golden.
The rules. And as women, we did not want to come out publicly to say anything negative about her. And we were hoping all of this will blow over, as a lot of things do. Now, the truth of the matter is, yes, the Senate is not gender-friendly. But it has been improving. Much better than when we first entered the Senate, I must say. And the truth of the matter is, when we make a fuss and we draw the attention of the Senate President, he does correct it. Truly, the Senate can do better than it's doing, but there's hardly anything that's been done to us that's not done to other men. It is more appropriate to say that the Senate is not opposition friendly. Now, the Senate leadership may not be gender friendly, but I must say the majority of the senators, they are very kind, and they are conciliatory to us. They look out for the fact that women, some of them have been there before. They guide us on, do it like this, do it that way. And slowly, even I can say, without anybody repudiating that fact, that I am the singular senator that fights the Senate president the most. But I have learned to do it if it arises.
Are you there to defend the Senate president?
Especially when it's on issues to do with my constituency. When it's on other issues of privileges, I go and meet him when all the senators are in the dining room, and I fight with him there and get the support of other senators.
Are you guys here to fight or to pass a bill and make things work?
The majority takes the day.
Okay, that's the first one. It's in clips. So let me put the second one. Voila, wow.
Support of other senators. Senate is a place, and they are conciliatory to us. They look out for the fact that women, some of them have been there before. They guide us on, do it like this, do it that way. And slowly, even I can say, without anybody repudiating that fact, that I am the singular senator that fights the Senate president the most. But I have learned to do it. If it arises on plenary, I deal with it there, especially when it's on issues to do with my constituency. When it's on other issues of privileges, I go and meet him when all the senators are in the dining room, and I fight with him there.
Oh, privately.
Support of other senators. Senate is a place where the majority.
She goes to him privately to fight with him, not in the face of others. Something they are supposed to debate together.
Us women in the Senate. In fact,
favoritism.
Natashia has gotten the most privilege of all the four of us. The seats I'm sitting in now have been moved 4 times. Senator Baligo has been moved at least twice.
All right.
No, please let me finish. I brought my.
She says Natasha has a privilege than the others. That her own seat has been moved 4 times. Is that what they ask her to come and talk about? Is she that she has some grounds against Natasha before too, or what? I don't know if I'm the one saying it so. Oh yeah.
I think you can ask.
We also have a few minutes with you. So can you just make it brief? Because you have follow-up questions.
It's all right.
All right.
Jealousy.
I wanted to say that this is about the rules of the Senate. So if I can point out that other women have been moved several times. On that day, I wasn't there, but I gather that several men were also moved. And I'm only here as chairperson of Women Affairs. I want women to know we have to follow the rules of the institution we choose to enter.
Is that the case?
That is mostly the point of this visit here.
Really?
There's, sexual harassment between them. They already had personal relationships before they came to the Senate.
All right.
Had no relationship with Senator Apkabio before we came.
They have personal relationship before they came to the Senate. What is she trying to say there? Abi, am I the one that missed that point? Or got that part wrong? Ejo, let's take it a little bit back. Okay.
Budgetmobiel heeft voor iedereen de beste deal. Dus ook voor onze klant Lorenzo. Waarom budget?
Ja, ik kon overstappen, ik wilde minder betalen en nu betaal ik echt een stuk minder dan mijn vrienden.
Je hoort het. Kies ook bewust Budgetmobiel.
Is mostly the point of this visit here. Whether there's sexual harassment.
Okay, family friends. Okay. Like the wife said. Okay.
The Senate. All right. The 3 of us had no relationship with Senator Apkabio before we came.
Okay.
Senator.
So I'm ready for your questions now.
Like the wife insinuated too, that they were friends, family friends before.
Of the relationship with Senator Apkabio to discuss sexual harassment with Senator Apkabio. When I go to the Senate and my neighbors or Senator Natashia is not there, I collect documents on their behalf. I collected some from Senator Natashia, informed her. She said she was home. I went to her house. I'm answering the question. I got there. She told me, after offering a meal, that she's supposed to discuss something with him, and he said to meet her in some hotel. I said to her, you only meet
Senator Iwiti, I'm sorry, I have to be coming at this point. We have limited time with you. Pardon me, I have tried.
You
Yes.
asked me a question.
My colleague asked you a question.
So if you just want
She's in charge of women's affairs in that Senate, and she's talking this way.
to tell you what transpired.
She's not
And
calling
as
for
we were
investigation.
discussing, her husband came in. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
So that I could not have said so. I don't know.
All right, that's noted.
That's all I'm asking. You asked me a question, madam.
My colleague asked you the question. Thank you for getting to it eventually. Now,
I cannot see any of you, so pardon me.
it's okay. We're fine. We're just having a conversation here. You've made it clear the parts that you're aware of and what you're also unaware of. But some statements that you made, you did say that the Senate is not gender friendly, but it's
Yes,
improving.
that should be
What is
looked
done
into.
to women is also done to men. That doesn't sound like it makes this experience okay. It also sounds a bit, to an extent, like you're minimizing Senator Natashia's experience.
Yes.
You're saying that what she might have experienced is not
A big
something
deal.
exclusive, but it's something that others
That is not-
also experience. Now, I'm just wondering, as Nigerians, we most likely did not sign up for the senators to indulge in what is happening or engage in what's happening at the moment. I'm wondering how this public discourse, or discord, I should say, impacts the citizens' confidence in the Senate. Also, as a citizen of Nigeria, I would like to know your answer to that question.
Okay, let me put the third one, which is the last one.
It impacts it very negatively, and that's the only reason I have been sick. From here, I'm going to the hospital. It's the only reason I came. The Senate is not a place where we are supposed to be fighting over trivialities of sitting arrangements. It's a place where we're supposed to fight about issues that affect the people. And that's why this whole thing is a non-issue.
This whole thing is a non-issue?
When I say it's not gender-friendly, we expected, because there were only 4 of us, that we'll get privileges. But we don't get them. We fought to get there, and the fight continues until we can get more women in the Senate. So if we don't get privileges, we don't get them. But it does not mean that we don't get our rights. The 3 of us have not been sexually harassed. That's not to say if Senator Natashia can prove that he has been, that is fine. We will support her. But she's never discussed it with us. We don't know about it. She did not respond to the rest of the female senators. She has not spoken to any of us.
She must have a reason. Something is deeper is going on.
From change of seat to now, Senator Banigo was with her, tried to talk to her that it can be resolved. She did not listen to her. So I'm coming to say that women of Nigeria have larger things in front of them. We're trying to pass special bills, 35% inclusion. We cannot be fighting over where we sit. And it really denigrates the institution in a manner that's not beneficial to Nigeria, the people, or the women. That's all I'm here to say.
All right. Well, some people would have said that Rosa Parks shouldn't have fought for her seat in what became a historic movement for the empowerment of not just Black people, but women as well. So sometimes it begins with a fight over a seat. Now, don't you think that this whole debacle has now opened us up to bigger conversations?
Yes.
Number one, around the possibility that there may be some sort of harassment, sexual advancement happening behind the scenes. As we are well aware, it happens in several institutions.
I don't know why she's
around
talking about
Nigeria.
sit and sit
Are
and
you
sit.
dismissing that it is absolutely impossible that anything of this nature could be taking
No,
place?
I'm not saying it's impossible. No, it's not impossible. Remember, the issue was seat assignment. If we've been in the Senate a year and a half, I doubt that it was the day that this happened. Senator Natashia, I go to the other senators, female senators, with an issue, and they tell me, okay, you leave it. You're more confrontational than us. We will handle it. Senator Natashia has never discussed with the rest of us senators, and I speak on behalf of the 3 of us. We are older than Senator Natashia. We're wiser. We've seen a lot of things. So, and we've taken her, I have taken her as my child. There's no reason for me not to support her. Even over the change of local content, I was going to take it up with the Senate President. She told me she preferred where she was, and then I dropped it. Before that, I was the first person to take Senator Apkabio on about the market. He didn't even realize he had offended us until I tabled it. So the impression that she's all alone is not right and is not correct.
What a joke. So these people, they just go sit down there, fight over seat, fight over who is to sit where, and somebody is ready to sleep with somebody does not want to agree, and this thing is coming out, and this is what this woman can, as the chairperson of the women, this is what women affairs, this is all she can come out and say. Like, you know, number one, there is this generational gap. This woman feels Natashia, she sees Natashia as a baby, not as a colleague. Natashia is supposed to be a colleague. They can now leave that chamber and she sees Natashia as a baby. But as long as they are inside that place, Natashia is a colleague and she's supposed to address Natashia as a colleague. But she keeps saying, I say as my daughter, she will have called me. I called her. She didn't pick up. You see the way we take, they don't take Nigerian business as serious business. They take it as a family business or friendship business that you can just do anyhow. You know, and just move on. No wonder we are not progressing. And they sit down there at that Senate earning so much allowance, clothing allowance, wardrobe allowance, clinical maintenance allowance, housing allowance, car maintenance allowance. Name all the allowance in this world, running into millions. And this is what they go there to go and sit down. And somebody that is supposed to be the head, that is supposed to lead the house to make sure things are going in that country, is that furniture allowance, God bless you, is sitting down there looking at, I'm not saying the man toast the lady, but that is the accusation that is coming out now. That somebody wants to sleep with somebody. And in the process, it turns to fight because somebody does not want to agree to the advances. And what is important, the lady said more than 4 times she brought that bill. They refused to listen to her. They refused to listen to her to what is going to bring progress. They refused to listen to her. She had to go and beg. And these are people we think are representing us. You are supposed to be representing your constituency. You are supposed to be representing the people. And you get there, and you people are turning it to pleasure. How do you mix pleasure with business and you expect to have success? No wonder. Anyway, anybody wants to call in, the number to call in is +1 240 351 9287. Somebody wants to put the number down. I think this case should not go down this way. It should be investigated. What about the money Natashia saved for that committee? I don't understand that one. Maybe I didn't get the in-depth of all the story, you know. I told you I wasn't initially interested. I just became interested and I was like, what's really going on? The number to call in, if you want to call in to contribute, I think the case should not just go. They should investigate it. They should not only investigate, they should, if it's this place, honestly, if it is this place, that man will have to step down pending when investigation will be concluded. He's supposed to step down for now. Let investigation begin. And if it's found wanting. Okay, somebody said, I think the other women are afraid that some other things might come out that will shame them. Okay, she said she saved 13 million naira in an account. She met at zero, but just few months after she handed the account, his remaining balance is 120,000. Ah, hey, Ashiri Matuni. The number is +1 240. Somebody please should write it down. +1 240 351 9287. Somebody said who is going to investigate? Kai. Nigeria. Look at this nyama nyama. For people that we thought are representing us, talking about us in the Senate. Harassment is just one of it. Okay, the harassment is just one of the issues. Fund misappropriation too is there. The woman is talking about seats. The woman even said that there is gender inequality in the house. That's another thing. Somebody say even Natashia is probably not innocent. You might be right, rich judge. So we don't know the kinds of worms this thing is going to open. Please, somebody should put the number down. The number, I tried to pin it, but I couldn't pin it now. Somebody say investigate by who? Criminals and jackals. And these jackals. So now so the story will just go. Hey, Nigeria. Kai. But it is a big disgrace on them. It's a big disgrace. If you call, if I miss your call, I will call back. The number to call if you want to contribute is +1 240. The story will soon die. Somebody said the story will soon die. Now be say make we just dey talk. But it has embarrassed them, even if the story is going to die. It has embarrassed them already. Abi, don't you think they are embarrassed? You see the woman quickly, the wife of Apkabio quickly jump out to come and defend her husband. Already they are being embarrassed to show that they are doing a lot of yama in that place. Kai, how will Nigeria move forward by to your long? How will that country, if this should slide, this is the beginning of worst things happening in that country. If this should just slide just like that, the story will die and another rubbish will come up. Hey, wonder shall never cease. Nigeria, where anything and everything goes. Embarrassment, those people no get iota of shame. You think so? Then the wife won't come out. The wife will not quickly jump out. You think they are not embarrassed? I think they are embarrassed. That's why the wife quickly came out to come and defend the husband. A man of that age. How old is Apkabio self? Let me look at his age. Kí ló tún kùn lára Apkabio yẹn torí Ọlọ́run. Let me look at his age. Apkabio. He's not that old. Ó ṣe wá dàbí arúgbó. Ọmọ 1962. So he should be, he's old though. 1962. So he should be 60 kini, you know. That's 60 what? 65 or so, or 67. Yes, he's in his 60s. Definitely. 67. Or 68. That should be 68. He was born in 1962. So, official age. But if he was 63, 62, sorry, I miscalculated. But he looks older now. Somebody said his official age. 63 this year. Sorry, I miscalculated. You are right, 63. He's older than that. He looks much, much older. That man looks like somebody that is close to 70. He looks like somebody close to 70. Okay, you guys have been calling. Sorry. Okay. Let me put on the speaker so that people can hear very well. The guy they bench one Naija actress. Hello? I'm calling you back, oh. That man looks older. He looks older than 60 something. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Good evening, sis. You are on. Please, 3 minutes, so that we don't stay long. 3 minutes.
Okay, yes. I just wanted to appreciate what you do. In terms of Natasha's situation, I think she's just a victim of the Nigerian system. If you recall, she's been embattled since she started her political career. Remember what happened with somebody calls him Yaya Bello. Let me just call him his real name, Yaya Bello. When she was contesting, I don't know if you remember what happened that time during the day of the election. What they did, yes. So, and
where they couldn't take by ballot paper to our constituency, right?
Yes. They went and they did something to the road.
They spoiled the road, so it was not motorable for them to move my items.
So then, there's kind of feedback. So then, with this current situation, it's a very big shame what Apkabio's wife is doing, trying to defend her husband. It's the same thing. There was this woman, the wife of the Sky Bank. I don't know if you're aware of that case.
Yes,
the Sky
that came
Bank,
out. Yes,
the former Sky Bank, CEO.
The case is
where
still
the wife came out and she was defending the husband and saying, "No, my husband is this." As if I don't know what is wrong with some of our Nigerian women. It's so shameful. Look at that, the wife. Even I'm disappointed that the senator can give a woman as well. And I also saw on the news, I think the APC, these people, Arise News, they also invited this APC women group leader or something. And she too was, trying to, all of them, the people that are actually coming out to speak against Natasha are fellow women. You see, this is actually the problem. It's not even men. Apkabio has not come out to say anything. Men are not talking. Is that there are fellow women that are being used against her. You see, this is this is why that country is not working. And I don't know when it's ever going to work. That is all I just wanted to say. It's so shameful that when things like this happen, it will not be investigated because we know what is happening. And Apkabio is a very, he's a very influential man. He's the third person in Nigeria because he's the Senate president. And he enjoys a lot of favor from the government, from Tinubu. So I don't think anything is going to come out of this, honestly. It's just, I'm happy that Natasha is a very bold and brave woman. She's speaking her truth, and she shouldn't allow anybody to silence her. That's all I just wanted to say. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thank you very much. Now, these people are coming to tell us about their nyama. How about the money they allocate and they share among themselves? They are not saying that one. Now that one we know for query. If I miss your call, I'll call you back. So I'm calling back. But leave Shakiru alone. He's been making trouble since. Just leave him alone, please, Bami. Don't let him stress you.
Hello, my sister.
Hi.
Hi.
I think they should take this case to court. Go ahead, my sister.
My sister, I don't have much to say concerning this issue. It's just a pity that Senate president's wife has no shame. She didn't supposed to come out. As you've rightly asked her, is she following her husband everywhere? She's not following her husband everywhere now. Why can't she allow her husband to come out and defend himself? Exactly. That is what she's supposed to do. For her to jump out now is clear. It's very, very clear that they are trying to do damage control to cover up something.
She should have allowed the man to come out. Or if she came out like that, sister, she can say the lady should sue her husband to court if she's saying the truth. That's another thing.
That is just it.
But this one she has come to say.
With all this blah, blah, blah that is saying, is it all that Nigeria, before we left that place, we know what we, all of us, what we went through, what we suffer in the hands of all these men.
It's common in Nigeria. But at the same time, we cannot say Natashia too is 100% right too. Something is going on between them.
Between them.
Yes.
Immediately this thing started, this Buhari started, my dear sister, I knew
something is going on, deeper things.
Is behind this.
It might even involve money.
I knew. Exactly. My dear sister, it is what God. It's only God that can save that country. It is only God. Just as you said, if anybody just come out to say our own side of the story, they say she's a Sxual, she's this, she's that. So that's why I see anybody that is involved in that kind of a thing, they'll have to keep quiet, because if you speak out, you are in problem. So it's only God that can save that country.
Oh, let's Apkabio sue her. Thank you very much. So I've seen the full interview of Apkabio's wife. I've seen it somewhere now. It's about 10 minutes. Yes. I've just seen it now. Yeah.
Okay. The other woman that accused the husband that she slapped the husband. When can't she come out that time and come and defend the husband? That is not so. I beg you. Let them go sit down. It's only God that will save that our country. God bless you, my sister.
Thank you, sis.
Bye for now, ma.
Bye for now.
Yes, ma. Bye, ma. Yeah.
So that is the number to call. This is the number right here to call. For you guys that are asking for the number. No, let me put it up. So this is the number. So it's easy for you. That is the number pinned up. If I miss your call, I will call you back. So somebody was mentioning initially when we were talking that there was a case of Mokri and Natashia at a point that probably Natashia accused Mokri of the same thing or something and later deleted the post or what. When was it the same Natashia you are talking about? Minister, yes, we've spoken about that particular lady. We played the video now. We played the video. I have seen the interview of Apkabio's wife. Okay, let's listen to that full interview now. Instead of us continuing with this one. Where's that video? Where did I see the video now? Okay, this is it.
So I don't know what goes in there. I'll talk about my own family, which is Senator Apkabio's family, my husband, and the father of my children. He's a very nice man.
Yes, they say she lied on Mokri.
He's kind-hearted.
Oh, she has sued him already.
He's very jovial, which people...
What did the water see water?
Mistake for any other thing. He's very friendly, sometimes over-friendly. I can normally tell him. But you cannot change somebody's character. At this time, if somebody has been a very jovial person, very nice, very kind, very compassionate, and plays a lot and jokes a lot, can you change the person at this time? No, you can't. So when I heard the unfortunate accusation, I'll rather call it unfortunate.
Somebody said maybe she's the most chosen woman. Oh yeah, you are online.
Hello.
You are online. Go ahead, please. 3 minutes.
Good
Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Auntie Aduni.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, ma.
Good evening.
First, I want to really appreciate the good work you're doing.
Thank you.
I really, really appreciate your voice because it does give people hope that, yes, some of these things do not go unnoticed. I'm not one
Okay, we should not listen to the wife. Okay.
Dabbles into politics or politically related matters, but being a victim of the kind of discrimination and victimization and marginalization that is meted out against women and children, I feel really, really moved and passionate about issues like this. Now, if we were to go by the books, we know that he's not guilty until proven otherwise, right?
Yes.
Okay, if we were to go by the books. But it is really, really heartbreaking and disappointing to hear a woman speak as that woman has just spoken.
You mean
can hear her trying to dodge the questions. You can hear her trying to avert some of the explanations that she's supposed to make. So why come out in the public space if you are not ready to defend what is right? Why agree to come out into the public space? This is really, really heartbreaking. I'm not saying that the parties in question